Well, we posted Senate Bill 1 for the orders of the day for tomorrow, Friday, and I fully expect us to take action on it, and I believe it has the votes to pass. It's a good way forward. It reduces the risk for taxpayers. I think our bond rating agencies will be happy with it. It does put us on a path to sustainability for our pensions and provides a good pension for those who are currently retired and in the system, and creates a new hybrid cash balance plan, much like we did in Senate Bill 2 in 2013 for future teachers.
So why do you think that this will solve the problem moving forward? Obviously there's been a lot of discussion about the bill and the first version versus the new version. What do you believe makes this the bill to move the state forward and put us on a more sustainable path?
It puts us on the path to save $300 billion over the next 20 to 30 years, pays off the unfunded liability. Like I said before, it takes the taxpayers' risk down in terms of the defined benefit plan that we currently have. A hybrid cash balance plan reduces the risk. It's more of a shared risk between the employer, in this case the taxpayers, and the employees.
So you hear a lot of talk about find funding first, but the budget does contain full funding for pensions, correct?
It does. This will be the second budget in a row under the leadership of Governor Bevan where we have overfunded pensions. So this find funding first mantra is really just sort of a talking point, because we are funding the pensions to the tune of $3.3 billion, quite likely to make it in the budget over the next 2 years. That's $3.3 billion of a $22 billion budget, nearly 15%. It's pretty significant, and most of that is going to be paid by Kentucky's taxpayers. So I think all of that's going to be paid by Kentucky taxpayers, and I think that's something that we should thank Governor Bevan for his leadership.
Now, what are some of the most common misconceptions you hear about Senate Bill 1?
Well, that what we're doing is outside the inviolable contract. That's not the case. That teachers fully funded their future COLAs, that is not the case. They did not fully fund teacher COLAs. COLAs that have had an employee contribution, like in the KTRS, will be paid back to retirees within the first 6, 7, 8 years, and after that the COLAs are funded by the taxpayers via the general fund contribution and market returns. So those are some of the many misconceptions, and when people say we're not fully funding education, I would dispute that. We are funding education. When we put more money than is required into teachers' pensions, that's part of funding education.
So like I said, we do have 15 days left. So are you confident this bill will pass?
I feel very good about its passage. The House Republican leadership has committed to us that it will pass in the House. So I'm feeling pretty good about it right now.